Okay, can we all agree that this body is T? This is the hourglass body figure that literally every other girl dreams about, including you and I, bestie, because you obviously clicked on this video for a reason. And I'm sure you've saved 1,000 workout videos from TikTok of which you keep lying to yourself that you're going to do, but they've been hiding in that folder since COVID era. But as always, you know, I'm going to give you the real tea on how to build that hourglass figure. The dump truck, the invisible waistline and all. Because let's not lie, having the hourglass body makes clothes look cute on you and even ups your confidence. So as always, class is in session, grab your lip balm as usual, and let's get ready to build this bangin' body, because we are not waiting for summer to get near before we build the body, besties. So come closer, because I need you to actually hear this. An hourglass body is not about being skinny. Like, at all. Because if being skinny automatically meant curves, half of the internet wouldn't be crying in the mirror wondering where their hips went. You can lose weight and still be straight. You can gain weight and still be straight. So this means that shape and size are not the same thing. And bestie, a lot of people confuse the two and get frustrated. So let's actually talk about the real foundation of an hourglass body. And no, it's not the gym, it's not waist trainers, it's not sucking in your stomach until you almost pass out in pictures. It's food. And I know the second I say food, some of you mentally log out like, here she goes. But come back, because this is where the shape actually starts. And bestie, you cannot build curves on chaos. You cannot be eating like you're in survival mode and expect your body to distribute fat like it's some sort of magician. Your body responds to patterns. If you constantly stress it, if you're starving yourself intentionally, if you're binging it with sugar, or if you're confusing it with random snacking, it will protect itself. And when your body goes into protection mode, all the fat moves straight to your belly. And that's when you develop those cupcake belly structure, which ruins every outfit for you. And we do not want that. Let's talk about estrogen for a second. Calm down. This is not a biology class. Estrogen is basically one of the hormones that gives women that softer, curvier fat distribution. Hips, thighs, chest. When your estrogen levels are balanced and your stress is low, your body is more likely to store fat in those lower areas instead of just your stomach. But when you're stressed, when you're sleeping at 2 a.m., overthinking, barely eating all day, then overeating at night, drinking more sugary drinks than water, your cortisol rises. And cortisol loves the belly. It clings there. It's like that one annoying math teacher who loves taking up your free period to teach maths. So, in order to stop your belly from storing all the fat, you're going to have to first of all stop eating processed foods. That ramen. Yeah, that ramen you can't live a day without. I'm going to need you to stop eating that, bestie. It's been silently stealing your waistline with that absurd amount of sodium it has in it. Like, come on, bestie. We all know this, so don't roll your eyes out at me. If we want the invisible waist, we gotta do what we gotta do. So yeah, the pizzas, that crumble cookie, the lattes, and those quick snacks. Yeah, bestie, they're all donezo. Instead, we're going to make healthy food swaps. We're going to focus on those foods which naturally builds the curves that we want, of course, without thickening the waist. So we have eggs. Eggs are a great source of protein, with each containing about 6 grams of protein. I've seen this trend where people eat like 10 eggs in one sitting, and I know it's kind of weird, but eggs really help build the muscles and gives the glutes that lift. And oh yeah, hard-boiled eggs are better because fried eggs contain oil, which will thicken your waist, and that's not what we want. Let me give a heads up that your farts are going to be crazy though. Also, foods like chicken, ground beef, salmon, shrimp, and tuna are also a great source of protein. The only thing that matters is how they're prepared. So for instance, instead of deep-fried flour-coated chicken with over 800 calories, you could choose baked chicken, or even better, grilled chicken, which has only about 190 calories. Let's talk about a group of foods called phytoestrogens. I guess I'm dropping some big words here today. What these phytoestrogens do is to regulate the estrogen levels I mentioned a while ago. You know, the female hormones that help gives the curves and all. I hope you've not forgotten. So, in a nutshell, eating foods which are phytoestrogens are naturally going to enhance your curves, give you the full and firm boobs, and make you look like a full package woman. So, examples of these foods are fenugreek seeds, sesame seeds, flax seeds, chickpeas, almond nuts, sunflower seeds, and even oats. That's why Ice Spice said, "I'm fit because I've been eating oats." So go and make some oatmeal right now. Still on the food situation, let's talk about carbs because they're the most misunderstood food group. Carbohydrates are basically the fuel of the body because it changes to energy when digested. The misconception about carbs is that it's going to make you big, fatter, and chunky. And it's all a lie. Ugh. Just like any other food, eating it in excess is going to make you fat. Carbs like rice, sweet potatoes also fuel your body and in the end helps build the curves in the glutes. Don't forget, oats are also carbs. So yeah, if you want the curves, remember what Ice Spice said. Now we're moving to the most difficult part of building the hourglass body, and it's... drum roll, please. Workout. I stuttered because I know the girlies are not going to like this one, but that's the hardest truth. If you want to build the shelf, cinch the waist, and build the curves, you have to work out. You don't necessarily have to go to the gym, so you don't have to use that as an excuse and say, but I'm not allowed to go to the gym, or there's no gym near me. Girla, we will work out at home, and it can be as effective as going to the gym. So the workout has to target your upper body, your core, and your lower body. Let's start with the upper body. So the first exercise is going to be dumbbell raises. So if you have a 1 kilogram dumbbell at home, that's going to work out perfectly. You can fill a bottle with water, rocks, or sand and use that instead. This particular workout targets your shoulders, back, and arm fat. You're going to do 15 repetitions for 3 times. So after the first set, you rest for 30 seconds and then you do another 15. Trust me when I say that your arms are going to burn, bestie, but that burn is going to melt the fat away and give you that toned look. Next workout is called bent over row, and this also targets your back and back arms. You lean forward a little, you hold the dumbbell or the weight you have, and then you move your hands backwards. You're also going to do this workout 3 times, 15 repetitions each. Another workout is the chair push-up. This workout is going to tone your whole upper body like magic, and this is how you're going to do it. Get a stable chair or anything you can lean on without it shaking, feet together, and start pushing. You're going to do 3 sets of 15 reps, and it's going to make your upper body toned and even make your boobs stand firm. Now let's move to our core, because this is my favorite part. Now, bestie, you and I know how hard it is to do belly workouts. But, remember the goal here? Yeah. So first core workout is in and outs, and ooh, this is going to burn, and I'm not even kidding. For this workout, you're going to do 45 seconds and rest for 15 seconds and go again and again. I think 3 sets will be okay. Trust me, bestie, that your lower belly pouch is going to vanish after 3 weeks. Next workout is dead bugs. This one is going to cinch your waist, bestie. They're going to have to call the fire department to come find your waist. Your waist is going to look snatched. The first few seconds are going to be normal, but the last few seconds, it's going to eat your waist up. No kidding. You're also going to do this for 45 seconds and rest for 15 seconds, 3 times. Last one is planks, and we all know how this burns. Planks is actually one of the best workouts out there because it doesn't only target your waist, but your upper body, your abs, your glutes, and your legs. It's basically a 4-in-1 workout, so let's get on the floor. Feet a little wider, your back slightly arched, and neck facing down, and stay. For planks, we're going to do 1 minute for 3 sets. Yes, 1 minute and not the usual 45 seconds. Trust that after a week, you're going to feel lighter and toned. And now for the final set, the glutes and hip workouts. I know this is the part everyone is waiting for. So first, glutes, we have the famous hip thrust. It's basically the queen of all the glutes workouts because it builds the shelf. Remember to go heavy with the weights because that's what makes the glutes pop out. The form is also very important. Make sure to squeeze your glutes at the top, squeeze it and hold it for 3 seconds before you go down again. I also saw this 888 method on TikTok and was like, what are these people on? So I decided to try it. And oh my goodness, bestie, my glutes were on fire, dead ass. I honestly get why it's the master of all glutes workouts. Then we have step-ups. The rate at which this workout is underrated actually baffles me because this targets the upper glutes and creates that shelf look. You're going to find a stool or a block on which you can stand on, slightly bend forward, and then climb up and down with one leg. The trick here is to put all the pressure on the working leg. Your glutes are going to be lifted, and you can even put your books on them. Lastly, lunges. This also targets the full glutes, but more of the upper glutes and your thighs. Forward lunges builds the thigh, and backward lunges builds the glutes. You have to feel the burn and sometimes even push through the burn. That's how you build the muscles, besties. I want to remind you that even though workouts build the form, foods make up 70% of the hourglass figure, and workout makes up 30%. So don't only focus on workouts and skip foods. If you do that, you're going to lose all your muscles. So make sure you're fueling your body with the right foods and in the right amounts. Remember, it takes consistency to see results, and it also takes discipline to keep the hourglass body. Yes, there'll be times you'll be tempted to eat sweets, or your friends are going to order pizza and you're going to want to eat some, and that's okay. But pick yourself up right after. You don't instantly gain 10 pounds of weight after eating pizza once in a while. But remember that if you do it habitually, you're going to gain those extra pounds. So be disciplined enough to reach your goals. I want you to comment hourglass and lock in, besties. Till next time, besties. Ciao!